Hello, I am Sharique Dill, personal finance coach, author, trainer, and class instructor. And I want to speak to you today about savings. Do you save? Or are you living from paycheck to paycheck? Now you might say, why is it important for me to save? I don't make enough money. I can only make ends meet. Well, the question I would ask you is, do you set financial goals? Because if you set financial goals, then it's important for you to save, because saving will allow you to have the proper funds that are necessary so that you can achieve your financial goals. And so the strategies that I am teaching you today, right here in this video, are strategies that I use in my very own personal life. I am teaching you based on experience. So it has worked for me, and I know that it can work for you if you follow the steps and you have the passion to get it done. So what is strategy number 1? Tracking your spending. Tracking your spending has to do with financial awareness. How many times have you thought to yourself, I just had $100 and I don't even know where it went, or money goes so fast, or money leaves my hand so fast, I don't even know, I have it today and it's gone today. Well, you don't even know what you spend the money on because you don't track your spending. And so the first thing you want to do is write down everything that you spend your money on. Now you might say, oh, I don't have the time to do it. Well, if you don't have the time to do it, then who will? It is your financial life. And if you want to take control of your financial life, these are the things that you will have to do in order to improve so that you can have the money at the end of the day. You don't have to write it down. You can use technology, things such as apps and stuff like that. And these things will keep you on track. So if you buy a cookie, you write it down. You spend money on gas, you write it down. You go to the shop and you buy grocery, you write it down. So you are not thinking in your mind or relying on your mind to remember what you did with your money. You can see what you actually did because you have evidence. Okay? In order to be good at finances, you need evidence, you need proof. Okay? So you need to be able to track your spending. Okay, strategy number 2. When you have tracked your spending, then you are now able to set up a proper budget. So why do you need a budget? The budget is going to create control in your life. And before I go on with budget, I can tell you that when you track your spending, you will be able to see the things that you waste your money on. And you will be able to clean up those habits, because now you are saying, oh, I spent $6 or $7 on that cup of coffee. I didn't need that. Or I spent $20 on a plate of food yesterday. I didn't need to do that. Okay, and so you are seeing the habits that you have, the unhealthy financial habits, and you are able to erase them and change and implement some new good financial habits in your life. So this is why it is very important to keep evidence of what you're spending your money on. And so the budget now brings control of spending. It controls you now. You are not just putting your hand into your pocket and spending your money foolishly. Okay? Every dollar that you make has something tied to it. Okay? You have it budgeted for a reason. Okay? Gas, you have something, you have a budget for gas, you have a budget for grocery, you have a budget for whatever, but the tracking the expenses will help guide you with that, because now you know how much funds you need, especially with your expenses such as gas and things like that. You would know now, okay, it costs me $200 a month for gas, and so now you can budget for that. Okay, because by tracking your expenses, you know exactly how much you spend on expenses. Now, your expenses are your expenses, and most time they are fixed. And so this is why it's good to be able to see what's happening so that you can have the money necessary cut back on the lunch and the coffee that you don't need so that you can comfortably be able to afford your expenses. And so the budgeting is not for poor people. Most people think, oh, budgets are for poor people, or they feel bad because they have to budget. No, rich people budget as well. This is why they are rich and wealthy, because they budget their monies. Okay, it's called financial discipline. Okay, you are disciplined with your money and you are spending it where it needs to be spent. Okay, and so this is what I do. You don't borrow from categories. If you say that your gas expenses is $200, you make sure that you stay within that range. You don't go and take more money from another category to be able to sustain those expenses. You want to stick to your budget as best as possible. Now, if you find out that gas prices has increased and you need to increase that, then you can go ahead and increase that, but make sure stick to the limit. Okay, stick to your limit. If you do not stick to your limit, then you will defeat the purpose of setting up a budget. Okay, and so how is a good way to set up a budget? One of the strategies that I use is to just have an envelope system. It's very easy and it's less stress. So you can just purchase some envelopes and you can write on each envelope certain categories: gas, grocery, light bill, rent or mortgage, and all of these things. And you put the cash into those envelopes and you stick to the budget and you draw down as you use the funds in that budget. So it is going to keep you on track so that you are focused and you are able to achieve your financial goals. And so that would be all for the day. If you need help with setting up a proper budget and improving your financial life, please reach out to me and I will be your financial coach. I will help you to improve your life so that you can enjoy your funds and do the things that you want to do. Thank you so much. Have a blessed, wealthy, successful, and prosperous day.